What's up, guys? This is Tom Burkhardt in the 2017 Volkswagen Golf R 6-speed manual transmission. Twisty road right now, trying to stretch out the Golf's capabilities. This car is awesome. I've absolutely loved it over the last week, and I know you're gonna love it too after seeing it through this twisty road. So this road near my house in South Carolina really can be a big test for many cars, especially performance cars with a little bit of weight, like the Dodge Challenger RT Scat Pack from the other week. But driving here right now, I was like, the Golf is just gonna like swallow this whole. I mean, this is like core territory for the vehicle, for the Golf R. Why is so core territory? Because this at its heart is a rally rocket and loves really just to be unstickable, unbreakable fun on roads like this, and it really is. So 292 horsepower from this 2-liter turbocharged EA888 4-cylinder engine, and it pulls hard. Pulls very hard. I've got some folks fishing up here, so I'm going to go a little slowly. Got great engine note in the drive control selection. We can go into race mode and have an extra aggressive engine note, and have it feel and sound extra sporty. Really, this car just around corners is unbelievably good. The race mode control changes a number of things, like the steering, the exhaust note, as we said, or the engine sound, even the adaptive lighting in front, and a couple other parameters. It really works. The car goes from being like fast and sort of like refined to being really playful and driving like, you know, baby 911 Turbo or Continental GT V8S. So much fun. So, 6-speed manual transmission is pretty big news for the Golf R because it lowers the price and ups the engagement pretty dramatically. So, lowering the price, we go down to about $36,600 as our out-the-door price, including $800 destination charge, which is significantly cheaper than most of the Golf Rs that you've seen with the double-clutch DSG, and it's pricing just under $40,000. So we are missing a couple things in the Golf R 6-speed manual transmission as equipped. Like, we don't have navigation. It's the only real thing I can think of. We don't have navigation, and that's about it. We still have the bi-LED low and high beams. Awesome LED DRLs. Sport body kit all around. Unique bumpers front and rear. Front is just all intercoolers and aggression. And the rear is all about the quad pipes and back. So this is a serious performance car. Brakes feel outstanding. That's how good they are. They're super strong, like going in a vice clamp. Even the way it runs into its rev limiter is just graceful and elegant and amazing. So 6-speed manual transmission does extend the functionality of the car because you don't sort of have that feeling like you're just kind of like along for the ride, which is great as the DSG is. It does impart that feeling sometimes on drivers. So that's kind of a downside for people who are in this sort of like, you know, rally, Lancer, Evo, WRX, STI type of mentality. And it's a very unique place in the market because these cars are so different than their $20,000 brethren. By going into the mid-30s and juicing up to almost 300 horsepower, they really become almost different vehicles altogether. And this Golf is no exception. It feels so amazingly different than the Golf. As good as the base Golf is, this Golf R is better in every single way. There's teeny little upgrades that you might not notice at first in certain places, but they are there. Little things like the R badge on the wheel, gloss black, extra thick chunky wheel, unique shifter for this model, especially with the manual, 4Motion badging, gloss black trim, and I'm not coming up with great examples of how it's different, but there are little, like the electronic parking brake, the auto hold that disengages right when you get into gear, so you don't have to do that as you're getting in the car. Just the overall feel of the vehicle feels dramatically upgraded. Some other things we're missing are like the moonroof from one of the most loaded Golf Rs, like with the DCC, the drive control system, and the double clutch and navigation. So that is one other thing we're missing, but overall, the Golf is outstanding, even without those luxury goodies, and much cheaper. So it's about like $3 or $4 down versus the Golf Rs before. So that's significant savings, and something you'll really appreciate if the previous Golf R was a little bit out of your budget. So let's talk about the 6-speed manual. So this car with the DSG is about a 4.5 second 0 to 60 miles an hour. Very, very fast for the Golf R. It's 292 horsepower on paper is sort of academic because the car is putting out so much more in real life. So 4.5 seconds for the DSG car. The latest numbers that are coming in on the 6-speed manual show the stick is a little bit, a little less fleet, not quite as quick. So this car, I would estimate, is about a 5.1 seconds to 60 mile an hour sprint. Even so, feels divine, drives great doing it. Good, the camera's still rolling, that's always a good sign. And just so incisive and playful, especially in race mode. We can go to custom settings, and I can adjust that via the touchscreen. Okay, so steering sport, drive system sport, dynamic adaptive front lighting sport, and engine sound as sport, all right now in my custom settings. But you could tweak those. Let's change the steering to comfort. So it's gonna be like super, super fast, while the rest of the car is in like. I mean, listen to this engine. This thing is serious. And really fun. This 4Motion system feels extremely aggressive in sending power to the back in milliseconds. So very, very good there. And overall, just a drivetrain to die for. Really nice shift action from the 6-speed manual, and a nice overdrive level of tallness for the top gear. But really, really plucky and WRX STI like super short front first gear. So very, very playful, very entertaining, and very fast. The grip feels great, and this car does. So yes, the steering and comfort is a little creepy when you're going this hard. But back into race mode there, and that just does all of our presets to their sportiest mode. So very, very little front end push. Just felt like it was sending power around to the outside wheels and to the back axle. Very, very nice level of control and flexibility with this drivetrain. 4Motion, of course, in these rally rockets is intended to keep the car stuck to the pavement at all times, even in really. So just a teeny bit of tire scrub there, an overcooked corner. Intended to keep traction at all times, even on really loose, low grip surfaces. So on tarmac, they are stretched in terms of they don't want to break grip. I mean, this is not the kind of car that you're sort of trying to get it to fling its tail out, because it doesn't do that. It's not. That is not its intention. And trying to do it is kind of like a fruitless game. So the way you drive these cars is different. You just have sort of ridiculous confidence. So going through corners like that, I mean, even in the Q60S Red Sport the other week, I would have been going much, much slower around corners like that, just simply out of, self-preservation instinct. So, look at that fisherman here. Seems pissed. But Golf R, is it faster than cars without that sort of traction setup? I mean, on a road like this, hands down, for sure. And this is a very, very rapid way to cross the country, and especially if there are twisty roads along the way. Engine sounds superb. It really wakes up in race mode versus the regular drive modes. Feels really, really planted under braking. The steering is superb. Feels like even on full throttle, you still have tons of grip and tons of feel through that helm. This is a fast car. Really, really strong brakes is something I'm appreciating, particularly versus the Japanese or American performance cars that have been through the same little route, where their brakes get really, really gnarly by this point. Whereas Golf R still feels like it has plenty of braking bite to spare, and no evidence of brake fade whatsoever. So the manual shifter is outstanding. It has this hydraulic clutch is really, really good. Really feels some, and the shift linkage itself is very, very precise. Lets you overrun it there for 7,000 RPM there. It was right at the red line. Oh my god, so much fun. 2017 Golf R is really a game changer for performance drivers, and it's also cool as fuck. Because the reason I think it's so cool is because you've got options. When you're spending 30K on a car, 35, 40K on a car, you've got options in terms of what kind of performance vehicle you would want to get. So when you're you're driving down the road, bombing down the road like this in a Golf R, it shows people that this is the kind of stuff that you love. And that stuff is getting rarer and rarer in the automotive marketplace. To have a car that leverages the insights, it's getting a little warm there. The car that leverages the insights of everything up to and including like the Bugatti Chiron in a 36K package is dynamite. And really that's what this Golf R does, is it tends to leverage the best aero, drivetrain, grip, and quality lessons from all of the premium marques in the Volkswagen Group stable, but do so at an affordable price. And the surprising thing is that when you get out of a Golf R and into, like, you know, $100,000 Porsche, $200,000 Bentley, you know, $300,000 Lamborghini, they all sort of drive kind of similar to the Golf R, which is a huge vote of praise for the Golf R's accomplished handling, performance, premium feel when you're just like sort of chilling out, and overall just excellence. This car is super, super good, and in a stick I think it's even better because it makes you work. And but it's really fun work. You're gonna love this car. I certainly do. 2017 Golf R, sticker price from about $36K with this new 6-speed manual transmission. Go check it out. Go check it out. It is super fun, super fast, and definitely a must drive. All right, see you guys later. This is Tom Burkhardt for Car Revs Daily.